Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to the Flying Fluffy Hockey live community chat about the late games coming again. We have games against the Ducks, and it's the Sharks, correct? Hello, JC. Hello, JC. I see Craig, Kenneth, Bucks, Race, Bolt is here, Rosado. Hello, Metallic Coaster. So yeah, the Florida Panthers playing the Anaheim Ducks tonight. It's the second game in a row against against the Ducks. Let me see. Most recently, we beat the Ducks 3-0. We beat the Ducks 3-0 to improve to 27, 17-3. So we're playing the Ducks tonight at 10. We're playing the Kings tomorrow at 10. And then Saturday we play at the Sharks at 10. So, how's everybody doing today? Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that, Kenneth, because I wanted to tell everyone who was here. Yesterday, me and my brother had a snowball fight, and my dad filmed the entire thing and made a funny little video on the channel. So he titled it the greatest snowball fight of 2025. So if you haven't seen it already, you should check it out. It's pretty fun. It's just me and my brother going at each other with the snowballs. And yeah, we had fun. We even had different nicknames. So yeah, here comes the late again is the title of the stream today. I guess first things first, I should just check the standings. So the current NHL standings. Oh yeah. Both Connor McDavid and Tyler Myers were suspended 3 games after delivering cross checks to the heads of opponents in a game between the Canucks and Oilers on Saturday night. So here are the current standings. If the playoffs started today, the Maple Leafs would win the Atlantic and play the Bruins again. The the Capitals are first in the conference, so it would be the Capitals playing the second wild card in the Bruins. The Leafs would play the Senators. The Panthers would play the Lightning, and the Hurricanes would play the Devils. Right now, between the two wild card teams and the rest of the conference, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You have 7 teams within 4 points of a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference. Right now, the Lightning are just hanging on to the third place in the Atlantic with 53 points. The Sens are in the first wild card with 52 points and 2 games in hand on the Bruins, who also have 52 points and are currently the second wild card. Columbus has 51 points. Montreal has 50. And then the Rangers, Flyers, and Penguins are all tied at 48 points. And then you have the Red Wings at 46, Islanders at 45, and the Sabres have not even reached 40 points yet. Eisenstein says, should we cancel the 2025 MLB season and just give the trophy to the Dodgers? Craig says, Kyle Squatch showing off the Ken. Thank you. The Leafs defeated Tampa 3-0 versus Tampa this year. Tampa sure can move that puck around quick. It just won't go in for them. JC says, build a fort and have 100 snowballs and reserve ammo. That sounds like a great idea. So in the West, in the Western Conference right now, it would be the Central Division leading Winnipeg Jets playing against the second wild card in the Calgary Flames, and the Golden Knights, who are on the verge of losing top spot in the Pacific after a 4-game losing streak. The Golden Knights would be playing against the Colorado Avalanche, and then you would have the Minnesota Wild versus the Dallas Stars, and the Edmonton Oilers versus the Kings again. There's much less parity in the Western Conference, but for the second wild card spot, you still have 4 teams within 4 points of that last wild card spot. The Flames are currently at 51 points. The Canucks and Blues are tied at 50, with the Canucks having 3 games in hand. And the Utah Hockey Club is at 47. And right now, the Chicago Blackhawks and San Jose Sharks are currently tied at 34 points for worst team in the NHL. No real surprises there. The Predators have been on a 3-game winning streak and still are only tied with the Sabres at 39 points in overall NHL standings. The Ducks are pretty bad at 42. And of course, teams like the Islanders and Kraken and Red Wings are all around 45, 46 points. Utah, the hockey club, is at 47 with an outside chance of making a wild card. And of course, yeah. Hey, True, how you doing? Trey, True and Trey have shown up. Hello. Yeah, the Blue Jackets are on a tear. Let's see. Metallic says Zito is interested in Simon Nemec from New Jersey, rumor has it. Eisenite asks, will Nick be joining us for the Sharks game? I don't think he will, but hello, Penty. He says, hey, buddy from Finland. Hello. So, Simon Nemec. So, Simon Nemec appears to be a prospect. Let's see. He is 20 years old. He's about 6 feet and he weighs 190 pounds. So he's not a very tall or heavy guy. He has been playing mostly in the AHL for the past few years. He is in the New Jersey Devils prospect system. This year he's played 26 games for the Utica Comets with 5 goals and 13 assists. And his plus minus is actually at 5. He also has played 9 games for the Devils, in which he has just 1 assist and a -2 rating. So Eisenite says, rumor has it Kyle is interested in pancakes. Yeah, that's a pretty strong rumor. Hello, Rosado, how you doing? So let me see. Simon Nemec, he is signed to a 3-year, $2,754,999 contract with a cap hit of 918,333 per season. It expires at the end of next year, when the Mech will be 22. So he is a defenseman. Okay, so he's 6'1", 190. Do we really need to trade assets for a prospect? 58 says late night games do need intermission pancakes. Imagine Tampa Bay, Florida, Toronto, Ottawa, Battle of Florida and Ontario in first round of the playoffs. That would be pretty good. I would enjoy it. So I guess for this afternoon stream, I'll do my best to. We can do a couple of different things. I could either look at the current standings across the NHL and attempt to determine who among the current playoff contenders are actual contenders and are who are frauds, or I can or we can talk about the Panthers specifically and which player should they acquire at the trade deadline. Of course, the trade deadline, if I'm not mistaken, isn't until March, so we have no way of truly knowing what hole needs to be filled until approximately a month and a half from now. Bucks Rays both thinks that Tampa are frauds. Do you think their current playoff berth is just a reflection of the cup, the pieces of the cup winning core that are still around? So holy crap. Just for the funnies, I took a look at which team has the most overtime and shootout losses. Let's see. The most overtime losses. The Canucks already have 10 overtime losses. That is amazing. They've only played 45 games. They literally have an overtime loss for every 2 wins they've had this year. That is alarming. Kenneth says Boston is a fraud, then kick them out of the playoffs. Since they're not making anyway. So just looking at the goal differentials right now, the Panthers actually have the second worst. Excuse me. In the wild card race, the Bruins currently have the second wild card spot, despite having a minus 20 goal differential. The Senators have a plus 5 goal differential. The Lightning have a plus 37 goal differential. The Panthers plus 11. Maple Leafs plus 15. The Devils plus 23. The Hurricanes plus 24. And the Capitals plus 50 goal differential. The second highest goal differential in the league belongs to the Winnipeg Jets, who have plus 49. And the worst goal differential belongs to the Surprise, surprise, it's the Sharks at minus 50. So, so I guess we should talk about the Panthers a little bit. How does, in your opinion, how does the team look, and what moves, if any, do the Panthers need to make around the trade deadline in order to make a serious deep cup run again? Who has the most power play goals? Let's see. Okay, so team statistic power play. So the best power plays in the league, the best power play percentage in the league belongs to the Winnipeg Jets, who have a 32.1 power play percentage. And then both the Red Wings and Devils have around the 28 power play percentage. The Lightning are at 27.5. The Penguin are at 27.1. The Lightning leads goals per game at 3.64, a whole 700ths better than the Capitals at 3.57. The Jets are at 3.48. The Golden Knights at 3.38, and the Hurricanes at 3.32. But here's the thing, the Capitals have the best goals against per game at just 2.44, slightly better than the Jets. And then the Kings have a 2.48. Winnipeg Jets are at 2.46. The Stars are at 2.5, and the Devils are at 2.53. And the Capitals and Winnipeg Jets are among the highest save percentages. The Jets are at 921. So what a shock. The Jets have great goaltending. The Capitals are at 914. The Stars are at 912. And the Lightning and Leafs are tied at 911 save percentage. Kenneth says, bench Reinhardt this game so the Ducks don't get revenge on him tonight. Colin says, trading for a 4C could do the Panthers some good. Yeah, we sorely miss guys like Lorentz, OEL, and Stenland. We really need fourth line guys who can actually score. Nate Schmidt, unfortunately, cannot score. Well, Greer and Nosek are the two guys who are basically, they are anchors weighing down that fourth line. We just don't have depth scoring from that fourth line. But who would even be available that would possibly be acceptable to trade assets for? Mhm. So right now, Here, why don't I've got an idea. I should go to the Florida Panthers page specifically and look at the stats. Here we are. So the team points leader and goals leader is Sam Reinhart. Alexander Barkov has the most assists. AJ Greer has the most penalty minutes at 78. And Gustav Forsling has the best plus minus at 20. So I want to take a look at how all the Panthers players are stacking up right now with plus minus. Kenneth says OEL has a ton of points in the last 3 days. Both OEL and Lorentz scored in Montreal. Rosaldo thinks Noah Lachari, who has a 53% face-off percentage. Let's see. So, Noah Lachari, he's currently with the Penguins. And yeah, in his recent game against the Kings, he had a 54.5 face-off percentage. But he has so far in 49 games for the Penguins, Noah Lachari has played in exactly 4 games. No, excuse me. 49 games played for the Penguins this year. He has all of 4 goals and 4 assists. He has a minus 13 rating. And yeah, that does not sound like the solution to our depth scoring issues. That's not even a goal per 12 games. Rhino has 14 special teams goals, 9 power play, 5 shorties. That's insane. So Panthers plus minus. Forsling is at plus 20. No big shock there. And then among the others, Reinhardt currently leads the pack at plus 8. Lundell is at 7. Luosterainen, Mikula, and Kulikov are all at 6. Nosek is at 5. Ekblad and Bjornfoot. Ekblad is at 3, and Bjornfoot is at 2. Greer is at 1. And then Barkov is actually tied with Rasmus Asplund, a guy who's only played 2 games, mind you, at 0. And then Jesper Boquist, Mackie Samoskevich, and Patrick Giles are all at -1. Nate Schmidt is at -3. Adam Boquist is at -4. Rodriguez and Bolinskis are tied at -5. Jona Gadjevich is at -6, despite playing in just 18 games. And here are the disturbing ones. Matthew Tkachuk is at -8 through 42 games played. Sam Bennett is at -14 through 45 games played. And Carter Verhaeghe with 47 games played is at -19. -19. So seeing Bennett and Verhaeghe with minus ratings in the double digits makes me very curious to find out what will happen to Bennett, since Verhaeghe we just signed to a contract extension. Now, I know there's this web page somewhere that where you can basically find detailed analytics charts for every player. I'm not sure where to find it. Hello, Windy City. Hello, Windy City Hockey. Goat Slayer says, good afternoon, Kyle. Need to get the win against the Ducks. Can't afford to take a loss against bottom barrel teams. Yeah, I agree, Goat Slayer. Yeah, McDavid's suspended for 3 games, along with the that guy from the Myers. Myers was also banned 3 games. Tyler Myers. So, let's see. So, I'm looking at the player skating stats for January. Since the start of January, the only players without points are Greer, Bjornfoot, Mikkola, and Ekblad. Adam Boquist, Luosterainen, Nosek, Samaskevich, and Bennett all are at 1. And then Balinskis, Kulikov, and Schmidt are at 2 points. Forsling, Rodriguez, Barkov at 4. Verhaeghe and Tkachuk at 5. And Jesper Boquist, Anton Lundell, and Sam Reinhart leads the team in the month of January with 6 points each. And Lundell and Mikkola have led the team this month in plus minus with +4. Boquist at +3. Rodriguez, Schmidt, Luosterainen, Bjornfoot all at 2. Verhaeghe, Forsling, Balinskis, Samaskevich, Adam Boquist all at 1. And Sam Bennett, Aaron Ekblad at 0. Sam Reinhart, Nosek, and Greer at -1. And Tkachuk, Barkov, and Kulikov all at -3 so far this January. Matthew asks, who won last night? Which game are you talking about? Mr. Vid says, who needs sleep anyway? Ekblad and fourth and snow shovel to Buffalo for Owen Power. Owen Power. Owen Power. He is another defenseman. He actually was the first overall pick back in 2021. And so far this year, through 46 games, he has 6 goals, 18 assists, but he does have a -9 rating. His offensive zone. Let me see what that statistic means. Offensive zone starting percentage is 53. So I'm not sure. In his most recent game against Seattle, he actually did have an assist. And yeah, he went 1-0-1 -2 and then 0 in terms of plus minus in the past few games. Kenneth says only -9 on Buffalo is pretty good. That's a good point. Seeing how bad Buffalo is. I don't know if we can get away with fleecing more players from Buffalo. We already took Sam Reinhart and then Kyle Okposo from them. Yeah, the Panthers late game today, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. Hello, Ethan Lou. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? So, of all the players on the Panthers right now, are there any players that you think absolutely needs to be traded for either defensive help or a new forward for 4C? Yeah, we miss Montour. Metallic Fiends Nosek. Let's see. So, Tomas Nosek, he currently, through 35 games played, he has just 1 goal and 5 assists for a total of 6 points. So he is currently our 4C. And Nosek just has 1 goal in 35 games and 5 assists. Although his plus minus rating is somehow +5. He's taken 28 shots. Which means he hasn't even attempted 1.8 shots per game. Throughout his career, he's had 45 goals, 68 assists, 113 points, but he has had a -8 rating in that time. No Six says, Ethan Liu says, not loving having to walk to school in -20 here in Ontario. Good God. Matthew says, Ekblad, dump him for picks. I cannot completely back up. I cannot completely give my approval to trading Ekblad, as getting rid of him might have unintended consequences on our entire defensive structure. Flying Fluffy Football says, where is the good-looking guy? Who is this kid? Hey, why don't you come in here and find out? Why don't you come in here and say hello? So, Metallic says, no 6 face-offs are doo-doo. Let's see if any of these fancy analytics back that up. So, is there a slump? Let's see. Is there a site where you can find individual players' face-off percentages? Let's see. Let me see. Tomas Nosek. Here we go. Face-off percentage. Right here on ESPN. So, no surprise, centers make up the majority. Barkov leads the team with a 61.4 face-off percentage. No shock there. Face-off win percentage. Lundell at 51.3. Nosek is third best on the team with 49.5. He actually has won a higher percentage of his face-offs than Bennett, Luosterainen, Rodriguez, Jesper Boquist, and Sam Reinhart. So, and those names I just listed, those are all centers. Carter Verhaeghe is stuck at 31.0 face-off win percent. The worst, let's see, face-offs won, face-offs losses. So far, there are only so many players. Of all the players who have won and lost at least 100 face-offs, in this year. Yeah, Nosek is only Nosek is actually not the worst on the team. Barkov 61.4 face-off win percentage with 355 wins and 223 losses. Anton Lundell 51.3 with 324 face-off wins and 307 losses. Nosek at 49.5 with 136 and 139. Bennett is at 47.7 with 298 and 327. And Sam Reinhart is at just 41.3 with 137 and 195. No other Panthers player comes close to that number of wins and losses. So, Eisenach says the kid is good looking too. I mean, yes, good genes. Thank you. Flying Fluffy Football says, I will be there in a few minutes. I will be there in a few minutes to rescue you all from advanced stats, but I can't stay long. iDog says, so we're just bad at winning faceoffs then. Kenneth says, third best at 49%. Cut them all. Kenneth says, wow, Bennett's rough year all around. Yeah, Bennett threw. Let me take a look at Bennett here. Bennett threw 45 games. Bennett threw 45 games played. He has the third highest amount of goals at 13, but in terms of points, he only places sixth best at 28. And of course, Bennett has that disturbing minus 14 rating, which is only surpassed by Carter Verhaeghe at minus 19. Oh yeah, in case you wanted to find out who's been clutch this year, so in terms of game-winning goals, Giles, Bjornfot, Asplund, Adam Boquist, Nosek, Kulikov, Schmidt, Balinskis, Mikula, none of them have any game-winning goals. Gadjo, Forsling, Rodriguez, Ekblad, Bennett, Lundell, Barkov, Kachuk, and Reinhardt all have one game-winning goal. Greer and Luosterainen have 2 each. Jesper Boquist and Carter Verhaeghe have 3 each. And it's actually Mackie Semaskevich who has given us 4 game-winning goals this year. So it is not your imagination that he is already clutch as a rookie. 4 game-winning goals while having played 42 games. So we about once every 10 games, Mackie Semaskevich is winning it for us. Kenneth says Bennett hasn't scored since November unless he got one in the last game or two. He's fallen off a cliff in a contract year. Rosado says, dude, how are we second in the division? Because the Eastern Conference is a mosh pit this year. Also, the Lightning and Bruins are still struggling to keep themselves in contention. Well, we also had that really strong stretch earlier this year. So that has helped us maintain second place. So, funny little stat. Evan Rodriguez is 1-for-1 in the shootout. Colin says, still surprised that there's nothing said about who's in net tonight or the Ekblad update. iDog says, just pray that we're like the Chiefs, we're saving it for the playoffs.
All right.
Okay.
I'll come finish this up for 10 minutes.
All right.
I gotta eat, but I can hang out for a couple minutes.
Okay, well, I am going to.
You've been doing. That's how it looks in the dark.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess it's a little bit better.
Yeah, well, if you want the lights,
I like the light on. It helps me see the screen a little bit.
Okay. All right, so I'll turn it over to Jaws now. Thank you to everyone who stuck around for all my advanced stats. Well, we were talking about face-offs.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just teasing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, someone was saying no 6 face-offs are doo-doo, and
it's bad.
It's not even the worst face-off win percentage on the team. That belongs to Reinhardt.
Right.
If you count only ones that have at least 100+ face-off wins and losses. He's at 41.3.
Yikes.
Bennett is at 47.7. Nosik is at 49.5.
That's a little bit better.
Nosik is 49.5, and he's the third best face-off win percentage on the team.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah,
at least that to be 52, 53%.
Yeah, Barkov is at 61.4. Yeah, Barkov is just automatic. And Lundell is at 51.3. He's the only player besides Barkov with above 50 face-off win percentage.
That on Barkov is insane. All right. Let me close the door. Thank you. Okay. All right. Oh. All right. I can hang out for a few minutes, but I have a 2:00 meeting. I have a 2:00 meeting and a 3:00 meeting with prospective sponsors. There might be something going on there, so I gotta eat and everything like that. Why does the boy? Oh, I see. He turned on all. I see what he did. He plugged in all those lights. It looks weird. All right. So how's everybody doing? Let me. Kenny says the filter is gone. The old dude is back. Bring back the good-looking guy. Oh man. So he did good. It works out. It works out. It's a crazy day. These late nights, man. Who's looking forward? The Sasquatch went to go probably hang out with Matthias. His mother should be here soon to come get him. So, hey, Colin. Yeah, hopefully Bob is in net tonight. Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you have the easier game tonight over the Kings being tomorrow night, then you would probably want Bobrovsky in net tonight. So, any news that I have missed? Matthias got rocks in the face. Yeah, Matthias did snowplow. Yes, he did. He was a good sport about it, though, right? Hey, Simon said, I heard the Panthers looking for a cheap NHL player at the NHL trade deadline. What's my opinion? I mean, that's all we can afford anyway, right? I would like to see them upgrade over Nosik. Think you guys were talking about that. I know the Rosado wants Nola Chari. I mean, if the Penguins, I don't understand it, Rosado. If the Penguins are going to fire Sale, Achari should come cheap, 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 and he would definitely be an upgrade over Nosek. Wouldn't that be something if like Kulikov come back, wins a cup with us, then Achari comes back, wins a cup with us, then the next year Gabranson comes back, we win 3 times in a row. Maybe that's the trick. If every year we just bring back an ex-Panther. I know Kyle, I think probably doesn't want anybody from the Penguins, right? He's too afraid that Trey's going to get his wish about Mackey for Crosby. Meadow says, rumor has it Zito could be interested in Nemec from New Jersey. But why would New Jersey help us? You know what I mean? Why would New Jersey like bring back Mark Pesic? Yeah. Where is he, by the way? I know I said you thought it was Lundell and Mackey for Crosby. If they do Lundell and Mackey for Crosby, you're gonna see everything change to Pittsburgh. Where's my Pittsburgh Penguins hat? Bill, I know you're watching, Bill. And if you trade Lundell and Mackey for Crosby, them's fighting words. You understand what I'm saying? Then PK comes out of retirement to join the Panthers and win the cup. Right. He probably could have stayed a little bit longer. So you're saying who's playing in Finland now, Petrovic or Pesic? Colin says hopefully Ekblad and Bornfoot can play that. Is something wrong with Bornfoot? Was he injured? Did Bornfoot get hurt, or are you just saying hopefully that when Ekblad comes back, Bornfoot stays on the ice? Oh, Simon, I try to stay away from the politics, to be honest with you, buddy, because many people have requested that I don't speak about politics or we don't talk about politics here. I'm not all that political anymore. I used to be, but I'll tell you what. I went to the grocery store, and for 18 eggs, I'm not lying. I don't know what happened. But 18 eggs is $9.29. What the F is going on? I didn't buy them. So whoever's going to bring down the price of eggs, that's my best friend, right? Yeah, the Jaws 28 campaign. Yeah, exactly. Someone says, do I have all the NHL teams in the different hats? I have all of the Eastern Conference teams in either hats or jerseys. Except Montreal. I forgot to buy the Canadiens. And then I have a few Western Conference jerseys. But I bought the hats earlier this year because I was doing the skits. I am going to bring the skit videos back. It's just been, like I've said to you guys before, there's been some stressful stuff going on behind the scenes that I can't talk about that has kind of taken my mornings a little bit. But I expected those skits are going to come back here within the next couple of weeks just for fun. I'm not going to try to do them every day because it's just too many hours of work, and it's not. I was hoping it would grow the channel, and it wasn't. It wasn't doing it. So it'd just be a fun thing, maybe a couple times a week I do, but that's why I bought all the hats and everything. Oh, and ask Jaws, isn't that pretty much what these live streams are for the most part, though, Rosado? I remember those. Kenneth said that's okay. No one buying the Habs these days. I thought I went through Amazon one day and I made a list of all the hats I didn't have, and I just bought them all. And in fact, I've never looked back and seen. I don't have the hat, but I bet you I wonder if I actually bought it and it never showed up because I thought I had bought all the teams. right? Right, Rosado. Yeah. Yeah, Jaws to join Bill Zito in the front office. I'll take that. I'd make a good assistant GM. I kind of told him not to spend the first and Owen Tippett on Claude Giroux. Kenneth says maybe they couldn't find one to ship. That's true. I gotta look at that. Because the last time I went to do one of those skits, I was doing all of the teams, and I didn't have a Montreal hat. I'm like, wait a minute. I bought all these hats. I got a whole hat rack. I bought a hat rack. They're all up there. And so we'll see how that works. Hey, Ashley. I was saying, am I getting a sponsor from Dunkin' Donuts? No. Well, it's a sponsor, and then it's another streaming service that actually wants me to live stream to their platform. So, but both would involve money. So I got to talk to one of them at 2, and then the next one at 3. So we'll see what happens. The sponsor, I don't want to say it just yet because it's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's related to sports. I don't know, Rosado. The platform I don't know. That's what I'm going to talk with them about. But I can make a few bucks doing that too as well. You know what I mean? They're integrated with StreamYard, so we'll see what that's about. Then the sponsor is something that's very related to sports. I didn't even know something like that existed. So we'll see how that goes. So, and then once we get big enough, we'll hire Ashley to be she can be my assistant, right, Ashley? It's FanDuel. No, it's not. It's not any of the gambling services. I would not do that. I don't think I would do that. I don't know how much money they pay you, but I wasn't thrilled with my experience with their service. My experience, yeah, I wasn't thrilled. I don't even remember it was FanDuel, so I don't want to speak out of line about which one it was, but I had trouble getting my money back just because I wrote him an email and said I need to get my money back. And I guess when you say you need to get your money back, it triggers some sort of algorithm that puts you into like some sort of gambling anonymous program where they freeze your account. And it was an absolute disaster. And I was just a simple email I was having trouble getting the money back. I'm like, hey, I need to get this money back. And they were like, oh my God, he needs the money he's gambling with. It was unbelievable the bullshit I went through to get $100 back. Ashley says, what are we doing? I'll let you know when I figure it out. I'll let you know when I figure it out. Right? Ashley, the first thing we might need, we'll figure it out, Ashley. We might need a lawyer and a tax attorney. We'll start off with that. Simon says, what's my prediction of how the Panthers are going to do in the next couple of games? We've the late games, when we go away on these late trips, we either do really, really well or really, really bad. And I have a feeling this time we're going to do really good. I have a good feeling about this trip because they've been kind of weeble wobbling on the edge of a slump for a long enough time now. I actually think them going out on the road right now will be a good thing. They'll get their crap together. And Rosado, the intern. House speaker. Yeah, that's not me. That says I swear too much. Let Rosado. Yeah. What did he say? Oh, Rosado would be Speaker of the House. That's funny. No, Kyle is the Speaker of the House. Kyle Kyle knows exactly, because he sees me behind the scenes. He sees me behind the scenes. He knows exactly how to take what I'm trying to say and put it into words that someone else who I might be aggravated with in the moment can understand. He's like my translator, right? He can take what I'm trying to say and go talk to whoever it is, his mother, etc., and make it make sense to them. Thank you, Simon. Yeah, he was here for most of the time. We had a good time with the snowball. It was cold. I had to have my gloves off to operate the camera. I didn't want to have the gloves on with the camera because they're big and bulky, and I didn't want to have to worry about dropping the camera, right? So that's why I was saying my hands were freezing because I didn't have gloves on. So I thought we were going to do a little bit more with it, but they got exhausted running through that snow, right? I know. So who's Jaws press secretary? Let me think about that. Let me think about that for a second. I think MJ would make a good press secretary. Yeah, he seems to know the facts. I think MJ would. MJ would make a good press secretary. A backstage tour at the arena. That would be cool. That would be cool. You know, I've talked to a couple other YouTubers, and it's not personal to me in terms of like the team ignoring me and all of that. It's pretty much NHL wide where the teams, it's not like they've been told don't talk to those people, but it's kind of not, they don't like us. They wish we didn't exist. So it's not just the Panthers ignoring Jaws. It's all of the teams, which is weird because when Lucas was doing it, they did interact with him, but most of the guys I've talked to, I mean, like even Eck, they wouldn't give Eck a press pass. I mean, he's got over 100,000 subscribers. They wouldn't give him a press pass. It's like, really? So it's not just me. Yeah, Rosado can fetch the coffee. Oh, he's going to say some shit now, Ashley. Rosado, you're going to take that laying down? I'm shocked. Yeah, Dietrich, Eck is a lawyer with 100,000 subscribers. They wouldn't give him a press pass. So I don't feel so bad now. You know what I mean? I don't feel so bad now. So it's something to do, for whatever reason, the NHL just doesn't want people like me and they don't like what we do. They wish we didn't exist. I guess because we don't they're so closed-minded, they're so worried about the actual views that we might get over like somebody watching the ESPN highlights or something like that, instead of figuring out that we bring people to the games. We keep people in, you know what I mean? Especially, a lot of people can't pay attention as close, and then they have their favorite creator for their team. They can go to their channel and watch stuff. That's what I do with Dudley Durong with the Dolphins. I don't have time to keep up with it, but I know that if I want to know what's going on, I go to his channel and there will be a video telling me what's going on. And I guess the NHL, for whatever reason, just doesn't like it, Rosado says, I've been through a lot with this man, good and bad. You are a newbie. Now, Ashley, I have to give Rosado credit there. I have to give Rosado some credit there. I will give him his props there. There's two groups of people. Well, actually three. There's the people that have been here since like day one. Like they're like Dana day one, right? And then there's the people that found me from the Kachuk trade, and that's like a third of the channel. And then the team got good. And then there's the people that found us after the team got good. So it's like, there's like, Ashley says, "No, why is he calling on me to help?" Well, because I elevated your status. I gave you special status, Ashley, because of the PBR elephants. It is what it you know. That's funny. Ashley says, "I'm very noob." You're right, though. Yeah, Rosado was like in the middle of 1 and 2. Yeah. Simon says, "What's my favorite YouTuber in NHL? Who's my favorite one to chat?" My favorite one to chat with hockey about is Nick from Twisted Wrister. I like Paul from the locker room. We're good friends. We have a hard time connecting because of our schedules and everything like that. I like to watch Rangers Central. We don't have an off air relationship, but he's a good kid. I call everybody a kid, so it's not personal, right? Rosado says August 1st, 2020. That's the first day he found the channel. Yeah, cheers to the locker room. Yeah, Paul's a good guy. He works hard. He works hard. And I know he got dinged for some of the monetization things that went on, you know. So yeah, I had like 900 subs. And that was when I don't want to leave out John from Hot Take Hockey, who I haven't seen in a while. Nothing from John from Hot Take Hockey has come up in my feed in a long time. Is he still working? But I should not leave him out because I was stuck about 900 subscribers or so for a long time. And then I was starting to do streams. I was doing pregame streams. The 1 year, I think it was the President's Trophy season. And his channel rated my channel. And that's what got me over 1,000 subscribers and got me monetized after 6 years it took. Yeah, pre-gamers out. Yeah. Yeah, we started that President's Trophy season and we were doing a pregame for the playoff games. And Hot Take Hockey rated us and that got me over 1,000 subscribers. It did 6 years. 6 years, 5, 6 years, whatever it was. Is he still making content? I literally haven't, but the algorithm for hockey is so bad. Like if I watch one of Nick's videos or Paul's videos, and then I go to it doesn't give me more hockey up next. It's like if you don't watch constant hockey videos, I haven't seen like a video from Hot Take Hockey. I haven't seen a lot of people in a long time. The algorithm just doesn't bring. Rod says it's insane how much the channel has grown. The streaming really made a difference, though, right? You know, and it took me a while to take it serious. You know what I mean? The first 4 years we were just having fun and doing skits and everything like that. You know, Rosado's talking to Ashley again. You'll be the assistant to the assistant. Rosado, I just want to let you know, Rosado, Ashley is a girl, but Ashley will beat your ass if you F around. I'm just letting you know up front, okay? She will beat you over the head with a wrench. I guarantee it. Assistant regional manager. All right, don't mess around with Ashley. I ain't even playing with you. Okay, I've seen the inside of her house. All right, she'll beat your ass. What is? What if we're into that, Jaws? Ashley says she's got more than wrenches. I know. I'm trying to take, but a wrench would hurt enough, though, right? Ashley, that sounds bad. Yeah, I know. She lives in Oregon. How do you think I saw the inside of her house? It was telepathic. Okay, it is telepathic. Yeah, the wrench will hurt enough, though, Ashley. All right, right? You know. Rosado, you have stamina. It wasn't new. I said the inside of her house, Ashley. Jeez, you had to go there? Damn. That's a bit much, girl. This going, yeah. I say, yeah, this got Rex rated off real quick. I'm just talking about, I seen the stuff on her walls, and she starts talking about nudes. She did it, not me. Ashley said, see, I can't be the House Speaker. Yeah, you did. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Damn, Ashley just outing herself. God dang, man. Rosado said, see, I wouldn't be talking like this. Oh my God. She's like, it wasn't nudes. It's like, nobody said it was nudes. Where'd you get that from? Oh boy, I know she's all sorts of red right now. She is all she gone too. That's it. She's all sorts of red. Jeez. What time is it? All right, guys. I gotta roll. I got a half hour before this meeting, and I gotta eat some lunch because clearly the brain cells have left the building. So yeah, Ashley can be Secretary of Defense. I like that, iDog. I like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, everybody. 10 o'clock. I'm sorry. I don't make the rules. It's not my fault. Ashley says no shame here. Oh, you're going to get a text, Ashley. That's all I can say to you. All right, I got to go eat some lunch before I get myself in trouble. I'll see you at 10.